Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Don't Play Trent checking in live from the lab. Back at it again with another video. So, let me go ahead and break down this trade that we are currently in. And you guys take a look at this trade that we took that was called out in the group chat right here. And I'm going to show you exactly why this trade was called. So, we've been trying to catch this move pretty much all week. So we've been trading GJ, so we tried to catch it here. Price didn't have enough liquidity. We got taken out. We then bought in down here. Small entry. Price gives a little, comes back to our initial entry, which was I think up here, 191.900 or something. And then price takes us out again. But price retraces all the way down to the 61, which is our fib level here. So once price finds support on the 61 fib, right, we know that price may retest off of the 61 fib. So once we basically seen that price finds support on the 61, closes over with the buyers take control on the lower time frames. Buyers basically take control in the lower time frames. We enter in at 190.500. So stop loss is 20 pips. And we can see price takes off. So, and you know, the key to growing little accounts is really your entry and understanding like the move that you're looking for. And this is why it's so key to just only trading one pair, because you can understand where you are in the move. We know that the buys is coming. Price is basically getting cheaper. As price has been selling off, price has been getting cheaper and cheaper. Just for the institutions to come in and buy. Luckily this time we was on the right side of the trade. Perfect entry, perfect side. Because this could have went either way. Depending on how these candles would have closed, they could have got even cheaper. But, and I also say that to say, if we would have took this trade, because this trade happened at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and we usually like to trade GJ like around 4 in the morning, 3:30, 4, 5 in the morning is when GJ is really moving, where you can really get like, you know, a good amount of pips, right? So had we had woke up excuse me, have we woke up at London session, we would have woke up here. We would have woke up right here in this area. And even though we've been able seeing this trade, waking up in the morning seeing this, we wouldn't have been able to take the trade because price is too high, you know. So even though you could take this trade for price to continue going up, but it's a more riskier trade because price doesn't retrace, and it's not the trades that we're looking for, A+ setups. You know what I mean? It's more like a C+ setup, kind of buying price a little too high. So waking up at London session, we would either had to wait for the push of New York, wait for the retracement, and then continue to get back in New York. But anyway, so I am currently holding this position, we got multiple entries in on this account. One second. So let's see what it do. I actually want to jump in and get on the opposite side of the market as well. And so this is pretty much this trade. This is 20 pips, risking 20 pips to catch 300, and obviously we're taking partials, but you know the system to the little account is to take some partials and then let some run just in case you get days like today when you're right big. You know what I mean? It's always important to leave them runners in because the runners is gonna help with those losses. You know, them losses be hurting. You know, we don't be want to close. We don't be want to take them losses, but you gotta take them losses in order to take these wins. Move past that shit. Move past that shit. Some cap. So, I think I'm gonna end up moving my stop loss up because at this point we are really high, and who knows what price can do. You know, I'm anticipating price to come up here in this area, and this is actually where I'm going to be looking for my sell opportunities. And I'm about to put in some sell stops. Sell. So I got a 20 pip buy size. I mean 20 pip stop loss. And this is just me trading both sides of the market. Just me understanding my pair. Understanding the levels. Where is higher probability where price can retrace. You know me. I'm really only looking to get 60 pips. Like even down here, this was a 60 pip move. Down here is a 60 pip move. You know what I mean? Watching that bitch still push. like I said, let's look for the next trade because my stop loss has already moved all the way up, just in case this bitch decides it wants to turn around. But damn, we almost there. We almost there to that TP. I gotta show y'all the entries, you know. $90.900. 190. What entry two was 190. Yeah, because this was the trade we were trying to catch. 2 days. For 2 days, we've been trying to catch this buy from this area. So we end up taking another buy entry here. And that was just a continuation. You know, it basically shot straight up. So that was the two entries. Like I said, that was called out in the chat. And you know, it's imperative that, you know, we take profit, put our TPs in, and we also maximize on the moves. But like I said, price is really high. So I'm anticipating for price to either come to this weekly resistance level. So I go to the weekly chart. See my weekly time frame? This is the weekly chart, right? Look where price opens up at the week. This is something that I teach in the course on how to get your entries and exits. Like even this level here is a little bit off, but it is at the nearest QP. But a more accurate level will be 8193.821, which should be our TP, which is where we're looking to now take sales at this exact level. So now that we're on the lower time frames, this is where we have our TP running to. And now that we know that we have our protected TP, which is where we should be taking profit, we're going to be looking for our sales. So I'm anticipating price to either sell here or price to either sell here, which is also TP2. So at this point, I'm going to be closing 90% of the trade at this weekly resistance, this TP1. If price can actually gain some momentum and push up there, because this would be by far Another beautiful one that was just a home run, that was just taken with precision. This was also taken outside of our normal trading hours, but at the same time, understanding that money is moving all day, every day. And if price action shows that price is fixing to buy, then you need to take advantage of it. Even on this one, we went light. Like we went light. This was a small risk trade because I was anticipating price to do this London session. I was just trying to get the early entry. Add two here, add two there, add two more. You know how that go. But yeah, so let's look for this second trade. So I'm looking for now the fear, basically me already understanding and knowing that this is an uptrend, right? So this sale that I'm anticipating making, me knowing one, that this sale is high risk, period. Because one, I'm trading against the trend because you really can't predict the top, right? This price can keep going up and up and up. This is why I have TP2 here. Because the price do gets in here in this area, TP2 is here at 195.00 even, which is a major QP level. Man, watch how we just this is TP2. Also, sale number 2 coming in because motherfuckers is taking profit at point blank period. I know we're in an uptrend, but boy, y'all take a profit, and then I'm only gonna go in light anyway because I know I'm knowing I'm trading against the trend, because I'm waiting to get back on the buys, but I can't buy up here. Sorry, I've been in the game too long to buy up here. You gotta give me something, you know. You gotta get something, but I'm a cheap guy. I spend my money wisely. That's why I buy at the bottom and sell at the top. But this trade is running beautifully. Gentlemen, so this trade is continuing going up. This 4-hour candle is about to close 193.821. So I'm about to call a sell entry right now in the chat. Yeah, sell pending order. Sell pending order. Sell pending order. Gotta put the lead emojis. That is 193.821, 193.821. And I said sell. Capitalize. Most of the time we take buys. I don't even like taking sales, but when price too high, I can't do nothing but sell it because I'm a sales guy. Yeah, 193.821. Where's our stop loss? 20 pips above. So I'm calling a trade and I'm taking it. Yeah, 194.050. Looks like a good stop loss. 22 pips. Yeah. Let's put stop loss so we know where we at. So come to this 38. So I'm looking for price to come to this level here, this 38, at least to this 38 retracement, because this is a steep push up. This is a very steep push up that when price sells, price is gonna sell hard. Price is too damn high, right? So I'm at least anticipating price to retrace here, which is why our TP, which is why our TP1 is here at 192.500. Yeah, this bank level here, 9 times out of 10, this is the bank level. Yeah, it is 192.500. So price gave a hell of a candle up. And yeah, that's a very important candle that price makes on the 4 hour chart. Look like a hammer. This is a signal candle telling us that price is getting ready to reverse, especially that price is in the area to reverse, which is why we're looking for the sells. And then we get rejection from the 6 hour. We get rejection from the 6 hour chart, which is another sign that price is exhausting, selling off. We get the 12 hour, we get the candles are big, and then we see the candles start to get small. So all signs that the buyers are weakening, and then we're at an area of resistance. Anyway, it's just timing the sales, making sure we're getting our profit. This is why our profit is, which is why we're taking profit up here. And again, this is anticipating entry 1 and then entry 2. Let me see something. I got y'all. So this first one, this is trade 1. This is the first trade that we're in now. Like this long ass green candle is the first trade that we're in. Let me write that, trade 1. And then the second trade, which is a sell, we're looking for is trade 2. And then the third trade, my mama had 3 kids, nigga. First trade, second trade is here. Ah, shit. This is trade number 3. So the market can do a couple things. Um, if market starts to trade under this 4 hour zone, then we could also potentially entertain some sales as well. Yes, 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't know. I do not know. But I know if price comes under this 4 hour zone and hit our basically trailing a stop at this point. Or maybe we should give it a little lower because this is the most recent low. Yeah, I think we'll trail the stop loss. But, this could potentially, continue to go up as well. So, what would we need to look like in order for me to take a buy? Yeah, I think price will just have to come down here. So we have to literally tank here tonight. And then I will have to take a buy. Then again, I think I might want to keep some of my profit. It's Friday. No map. I think I broke no. I ain't break no wrist, but boy, I did something to my wrist. I did something to my wrist. But boy, this was a well executed trade. So we've already been got out of already taken profit for these trades down here. The team locked that in for the day. But it's these are the sweet ones that we enjoy to catch. But I think I'm gonna definitely close out this trade if we get below. It's very. Let me see if it's a bank level here. Yep, we're basically at this bank level. I'm trying to see whenever price switches. Yeah, the price starts downtrending on the 5 minute chart. Basically, high, lower high. Makes this lower high here and comes down and makes a lower low. then I am out this trade because price could be potentially retracing all the way down. You don't know how low it could retrace. So this could have been the top up here. You know, this is a lot of sell pressure. And we're getting multiple candles, multiple rejections. So I'm like, boy, I don't know if that last push may come from London session. But I don't know. I think if that bitch closed under this, I'm gonna be out this trade. It's been holding the support though. Damn, boy, that bitch went all the way to no motherfucking weekly resistance. Could not touch it for whatever reason. But this was a classic setup, just one you just had to wait on, you know. Kind of been anticipating this all week, really. And look how we close. Yeah, the previous week. You know what I mean? So we're like been anticipating this. We're pushing up. I'm looking for us to be making some highs, you know, to come back in this, at least this zone. That's why I'm having like this weekly resistance level is a major level, and it looks like, yeah, and prices in this zone, most definitely in this zone. Yeah, yeah, we can count that as price being in a zone. That's why if price comes below this level, we closing out these trades. Fuck that. Because usually I like to be spot on. You know, I like for price to hit that weekly resistance, like hit those levels directly. But sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll go in the zone. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to lock profits in. But just another classic example of, you know, a little account build. If you know what you're doing, you know, it really don't take a lot of money. You just gotta have a system in place that allows you to, you know, maximize opportunities, maximize on moves, maximize on account size, maximize with leverage. Damn, but my motherfucking wrist hurt and my wrist hurt. Damn, boy. I gotta be back up. London session. So, I feel like my trades are already in for tonight. I think I'm gonna have to manually set all of my stop losses because I got so many entries in. But I can't sit here and watch this with y'all. You know, I just give me a couple hours of sleep and then I wake up when the action happens. So what is the stop loss? This is like a 30 pip stop loss right here. I think I could do a 30 pip stop loss. Trailing stop. That's what I'll do. So let me change these. For me. Nope. Well, I'm talking about that bitch hit that's on its reverse. That's what you call some good price action trade. Some good price action trade. No cap. Like I said, I'm anticipating for price to retrace at least to the 38. If price retrace, like if they don't retrace, then we just ain't gonna take no buys, and we just not gonna trade today. But then, yeah, the price is making price action like candles, signaling buys, like these type of candles over these levels. That's what made me think that price wants to keep going up to TP2. Then we may just be adding entries, but we still gonna be taking profit. We just gonna add a new trade though. Yeah, that's for sure that. So I'm gonna finish doing that. I'm putting in all these stop losses. I'm gonna let you guys know how this trade play out. Let y'all know, if it came back and retested or if it actually hit TP and our sell entries got activated. So let's don't play Trent. Check it out. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.